We are, again, the Urban Retrospect. And if you are watching our show and you like what you're watching, please hit that like sign and that subscribe button. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok at the Urban Retrospect. You can also find us at Retrospect 1619 on Twitter. If you want us to review your product, have any questions, shoot us an email at theurbanretrospect@gmail.com and check out everything at www.theurbanretrospect.com.
Today's guest, like I said, is my homie. She is she's been a chiropractor in Atlanta for over 20 years. She will crack the shit out your back. You know what I'm saying? Like 100%. You know, it's good for people too. We can get into that later. She has recently started her own juice company, and that's what we're here to highlight tonight. She is also a fellow HBCU alum. Unlike the rest of us who went to, or almost the rest of us who went to the greatest HBCU known to man, Tennessee State University, she went to Alabama A&M, but it's all HBCU love. She is also a member of Delta Sigma Theta. What's going on, Soror? How you doing?
We the Reds. We the Reds.
Finally, maybe even most importantly, especially when it comes to understanding her, she's one of Detroit's finest. All right. Joining us today is my homegirl, Dr. Bianca Kiovanni. Give it up for Dr. B.
Hey. Side effects.
No,
we don't have any, you know.
No, we don't.
We'll put that in the budget. I'll give $5 for that.
So we're gonna have fun tonight. I see this already because she is getting started early. You know what I'm saying? So Bianca, sit back, relax. You have any questions before we get going? Don't be scared.
Okay. No questions. Let's go.
All right, let's go, man. We're actually gonna start it off just by having a little bit of fun. All right, not a little bit of fun, but we're gonna have some questions before having some fun, okay? Look, man, I know that you've had your own chiropractic practice for about 20 years now, maybe a little bit more. What do you say to those that don't respect the science?
That don't respect the science of chiropractic.
Yes.
To be honest, I try not to talk to those people, but the profession itself is over 100 some odd years old. And just to put a little, urban history in there, the first person to actually receive a chiropractic adjustment was a Black man. His name was Harvey Lillard. He was actually deaf in one ear. Nice. And he actually regained his hearing through the chiropractic adjustment. So the history of the profession of chiropractic for me is just as intimately, linked with Black history, HBCU history, and everything else. Me personally, as a provider, I have degrees in biology, degree in chemistry, I have a degree in life science, and I have my doctor of chiropractic degree. So for me, the science is a little bit different, and clearly I take education very seriously, which, again, it speaks for itself.
Wow.
Man, you made some of yourself to be somebody from Detroit.
I know, right? So what made you go from cracking backs to squeezing fruit?
Cracking backs to squeezing fruit. I don't crack backs. I adjust spines of all ages. 0. My oldest patient was 90 some odd years old.
Nice.
It's crazy that you should ask that, because in addition to chiropractic in my practice, I'm also a functional medicine and holistic physician as well. So in my practice, we do blood work, we do hormone testing, we do food and environmental allergen testing, we do breast and full body thermography. And so the idea for Simplicity Beverage Company came from doing nutritional counseling with my patients, especially patients of color. And what I noticed, fellas, was when we were talking about an overall healthy lifestyle, nobody talked about what they drank. And I'm sorry, the venti coffee from time to time, we all do it. But a venti coffee with the triple shot 7 days a week is going to add up. The 96 ounces from the gas station, week in, week out, is going to add up. We read labels. The labels say 15% juice, 20% juice. What makes up the remaining percentage? So it was a challenge for myself. I said, is it possible to create a great tasting, lower calorie tea or lemonade product that doesn't have any dyes, any chemicals, but still tastes good? Yeah. So I got in my own kitchen, and wrote the recipes for Simplicity Beverage Company myself. I didn't use a lab. I didn't use a flavor house. It was literally me, my pen, my chemistry degree, and good old fashioned Black ingenuity.
Hey.
Oh,
I'm drinking to that right now.
Listen,
right.
everybody drink to that. Everybody drink to that right now. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up.
Everybody.
Bye, 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 bye.
Bam, bam, bam.
That's from one DJ to another. Hey.
I'm nobody's DJ, but I'm about to be though. So
So, what makes your product better than other fresh juices on the market?
So I want to say this too. I do not actually make juices. I specifically make iced teas and lemonades.
Okay.
So there are a few things that set my product apart. One, my products are gluten-free, they are vegan, and they are sweetened with organic cane sugar. The other thing is we don't use any dyes, chemicals, or stabilizers. So most people ask, how do you keep the product pasteurized? How do you keep the bacteria out? So I'm one of the only companies, beverage companies in the country that uses a process called HPP, and that stands for high pressure processing. So what we do is we actually take a bottle of Simplicity and squeeze it at 87,000 PSI of pressure. And that kills off E. coli, salmonella, bacteria. We did all the appropriate testing to prove that, but we never heated the product. So most of your shelf-stable beverage products are actually heat pasteurized. We do not do that. And that's very important for me because as a brand, for example, when you open a bottle of Basil Breeze, you smell the basil. The Guava goodness, you smell the guava, you smell the mint and fulfillment, and the ginger and pineapple in Island Time. So it's very important for me to not only maintain a fresh product, but also not kill off the naturally occurring vitamins, minerals, and aromatics of the product.
All right, thank you.
Right.
Yeah, me.
Damn, you made juice sound
Man.
Sexy.
Yeah.
Man.
You heard it
Yeah.
here first. You
Let
heard
me-
it here first.
Oh, man.
I'm already go ahead and say this will not be my last urban retrospect. Thank you.
Hey. Hey, we're gonna play juice in the background.
I almost said cut. I need to get my face together. Lord, all
I
right.
love it. I love it. Hey, you sound just as good as the person with the TSU. You sure? You didn't come to TSU just for a little bit?
I came when Kendrick crossed. I came when he crossed roadside. I came up. He was narrow. He was real narrow that time. I came
Oh, yeah,
up.
he was.
He was.
Yeah, I was studying
a
thermal.
couple little parties, a couple little sets. I was in the building a time or two.
Hey.
You know me, you know I always hate on Detroit. But the truth is, between us, I actually love Detroit, man.
Hey.
Tell us something about your city that most people don't know.
Most people don't know that Detroit is not as dirty as they portray it on the news.
What?
There are a lot of beautiful areas, tons of beautiful Black neighborhoods, the Boston Edison district, Midtown Detroit. One thing that people really don't, Detroit doesn't get a lot of respect for is the architecture, the beautiful homes, the manicured lawns and things of that nature. So I invite people, there are several Instagram pages, Black Detroiters, where you can see some of the history, some of the fashion, and like I said, some of the architecture that Detroit should be more well known for.
Oh,
okay. Can we go out at night?
It should be famous for BMF.
No comment. There might be some of my people. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So usually when I have juices or teas or lemonade, I mix them with alcohol. Do you sometimes mix your product with alcohol? And if so, which one would you recommend to mix your product with?
I absolutely have mixed my products with the libation or 2 or 3.
Good question. Good question.
Are we ready? Are we ready to get into tasting? Because I can, when we go down the line, like I said, I can make some recommendations for the fellas and for the ladies who partake of the urban retrospect as well.
Hey, there you go.
Hey,
we got some ladies fans. Yes,
Wait, listen, if that's
how
you
I hope you guys have some ladies fans, right?
Yeah, we got some ladies fans.
Hey, I'm married. I don't have any lady friends. I got a wife.
I said fans of the show, sir.
Yeah, but yeah, can't wait to see what we come up with.
Yeah.
With the libations.
Oh, absolutely. In fact, this
Man.
summer, if any of you will be in the Metro Atlanta area, one of the things we're going to be doing this summer are the Simplicity Beverage Company cock and mocktail classes, where we
Oh.
teach people how to take the
Awesome.
flavors and mix them. So if you're doing something for the kids or, you know, a more, you know, chill vibe, you can go the mocktail route. If it's a little evening, you're trying to turn up a little bit, we got the cocktail route. So stay tuned and most importantly, pull up on us.
Hey.
All right.
Cool. So I got a question for you. So what is the difference in your approach from being a chiropractor or to owning the juice company? So how's your approach is different?
It's not really that different for me.
Okay.
I built my entire practice on a firm commitment to education and customer service.
Hey.
And so the main thing for me in my beverage company is making sure we deliver a consistent quality product and we educate people on the brand. Another thing you'll notice is if you look at a bottle of Simplicity, it has no label on it. We print it directly to the bottle. And
Yeah.
that's for environmental sustainability. So we're decreasing post-consumer waste by not having a label. So this bottle and cap is immediately recyclable. Also on the front of the bottle, you'll notice what I wrote and trademarked are the droplets of knowledge. These are healthy factoids about what's in the bottle, not to be interpreted as medical advice, but as a way to increase consumer awareness about what we're putting in our products and what we're consuming. That was my way of actually bridging the healthcare side of what I do with the beverage company side of what I do.
Nice.
Nice.
I guess that gets into my question then, or questions. We have Basil Breeze, we have Island Time, Fulfillment, and Guava Goodness. How do we come up with these names?
That was just me, a piece of paper and process of elimination.
Hey.
Okay.
I wanted something, and with the 4 flavors, Simplicity actually has a total of 12 flavors. These are
Okay.
the 4 launch flavors. And the goal, fellas, was when I launched the brand, I said, in a room of people, I wanted to have 4 flavors that would resonate with every palate in the room. I wanted to make sure that there was something that somebody liked. So some people gravitate more towards teas, some people like lemonades, some people are hardcore green tea drinkers, some people don't like hibiscus. What I found though is through my market research is that for the most part, everyone respects all 4 flavors. So I'm excited. Like I said, I don't know if we're getting close to the tasting portion.
Hey.
You know, I'm like Erica Badu, I'm an artist, so I'm sensitive about my stuff.
Hey.
So I'm ready for
I
y'all
love
to check
it.
these bottles and give me this good feedback.
All right.
Yeah. All right.
Well, in that case, that's what's next.
Let's go.
We are, again, the Urban Retrospect. And if you are watching our show and you like what you're watching, please hit that like sign and that subscribe button. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok at the Urban Retrospect. You can also find us at Retrospect 1619 on Twitter. If you want us to review your product, have any questions, shoot us an email at theurbanretrospect@gmail.com and check out everything at www.theurbanretrospect.com.
Every episode, we want to say thank you to everybody. And as always, peace, love, and retrospect, man. Y'all take it easy, man.
Thank
Cue
you for
the
having me.
music.
Yes,
Play
man.
the music, DJ.